Hello, good morning, everybody. Hey, guys. So, not according regarding our case studies on SATS and also KSL for Bursa, SATS for Singapore market. Let's use this video to explain to you to value add to those analysis that you have been receiving from us. All right. So take a look at this SATS chart now, and in the article, the passage, I wrote that there is a head and shoulder pattern. So this is how it looks like. Okay, in case the tape picture can't speak to you, this is the video to update you. Okay, so you can see this is the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. So in technical analysis, this is called a head and shoulder pattern. Now, this is the breakout point. Interestingly, guys, to do a price projection from chart formation, right? I mean, you just put it nicely so that I can do it very beautifully and you can see the whole setup. Okay, so head and shoulder pattern must come on the back of a uptrend, or upward movement. Okay, upward movement. Then I'm going to use this tool, okay, which is very useful to pull it down to the neckline. And once you got this difference from the outmost top to the neckline, okay, this is called the neckline of the head and shoulder pattern, you project downwards where the price breakout right here. Okay, and you can see that it will arrive to a price of about 380s on SATS. So this 380s on SATS is the price target of this head and shoulder pattern, and which coincide with this major support level. Okay, so this is where we found an interesting development on SATS, where the price no longer go lower after it hit 380s and instead doing a chart base, okay, in anticipation of its earnings out on 22nd of July, which is this coming Friday. Interestingly, we are looking at buyers coming back into the stock, and then there is some tight consolidation action on the stock itself with low volume, and this is the pattern that we like to see, okay, before a breakup to the upwards. Now, 408 stand as the current resistance. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to pull this line down. Okay, you can see 408 is the natural resistance that everybody is eyeing. So once this level able to crack, watch out for the high volume. If the high volume comes in, it is supporting this breakout. Oh, that is what we anticipate from SATS. On the earnings side, now you see when you look at a stock, you don't want to just focus on the chart alone. You need to know what you are buying, what's the potential catalyst. This will greatly increase your probability in the stocks trading. Okay, so SATS industry is airport operator. I think all Singaporean will be very familiar with this company, Airport Services. Okay, so with the recovery of the economy, borders reopen, revenge travelers are flying around. So we are looking at this industry for big jump in their earnings. Okay, but something to take note of, according to the last earnings report by the company, it actually mentioned about the challenges of higher cost of business, okay, and the withdrawing of the JSS, job support scheme by the government, also affected the true earnings of the company. So this is something of a wild card that in the next Q1 2022 earnings report by SATS, this is a potential, okay, a potential problem that may happen, and it may cause a negative reaction in the stock price, just like what it did over here. You can see the last time we announced earning on 30th of May, right here, right? 30th of May. Why did SATS get down? Okay, it is because of the higher cost, and the earnings did not grow despite the return of the revenge travelers. Okay, June we saw higher percentage load from the news report and so on for SIA, and also Apple got more people, but then again, higher costs like labor and also input costs, if it's more, then it may erode the earnings. So that is a potential negative catalyst for SATS. Okay, so that's for SATS. And if any question, just feel free to participate at our webinar, or you can also use our Telegram, and we can have a discussion. And the other stock that I want to talk about will be the Bursa stock. Sorry, not Tofu. KSL. Okay, KSL. KSL, South Singaporean may be familiar because we go across the border for some shopping. So KSL Shopping Center, a very popular spot with Singaporeans. Okay, so now what we observe on this chart is that it's a very beautiful rounding bottom pattern, and supported by high volume characteristic at the bottom, which is very important. And always at chart bottom, if you can see long lower tail like this is like a shakeout of the supplies. So once it is cleared and the stock can go up, this is generally a positive sign. Okay, earnings is coming up soon for this stock, as you can see on my right hand side. Now, if you're not familiar with this software, on the right hand side is where you can see the fundamental information like which industry lah, or how is the debt level, health check of the company, and then you have got the earnings. Okay, this is what we are interested in, earnings of the company, like operating income, earnings per share, and so on. Okay, to the balance sheet, income statement. So it is, you can get this information by the fingertips. For one look, you know whether this company is doing well or not. Now, this is where I want to bring your attention to. 26th of May is where the earnings was, okay, where the last reported earnings was, and it wasn't a pretty sight. As you can see, the stock cuts down upon the poorer earnings. Now, let's see how poor was it. There you go. Okay, so a lot of expectation on this company that it should continue to grow the earnings, but then it reported lower earnings right here. If you want to know the reason, you can always click on the thunder over here, not thunder, lightning over here. Okay, and you can go to the financial report for everything by your fingertips. Now, so technically, guys, it is setting up a bullish sign, okay, that we are looking at right now to suggest a further upside. Natural resistance, very simple, is right here. 815 is the resistance to beat. Now, for resistance to break out, for the price to break out the resistance successfully, you will want to see high volume. Okay, so this is the last candle of the trading day, which is right now today, 18th of July. You can see the volume is still on the low side. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, because you see there's such a high volume over here on this day. Okay, so there could be some digestion of the selling, absorb of the selling. So it is how well the stock can absorb the upcoming day's selling, because contra period due anyway, today, tomorrow. Also, if it can absorb all that and burst through 815, then it is a very beautiful rounding bottom breakout. Now, the other thing that can happen to this stock will be the cup and handle formation. Here I would like to show you this, the last cup and handle I saw. Okay, now we all know Bursa market has been going down like crazy. Okay, now this is the last beautiful cup and handle pattern that I saw on Bursa. Now, okay, so this is the rounding bottom followed by a pullback. Now the pullback, if you can see, it comes with lower volume. This is the characteristic of the cup and handle. Also, the handle part maybe, okay, let's take a look at Cebu breakup, right? So for KSL, okay, so what may happen, okay, if you were to do some little bit of forecasting. Okay, the handle right now is forming, okay, and the volume better be low as it forms. So when the breakout happen, you'll be actually trading a cup and handle breakout formation. Okay, so this is the update for this week, and I'll be doing this weekly to complement what we have sent out in the Mass Muller and also in the Telegram group of ours for discussion, and also on the Facebook. So if you would like to receive such information on time, you can join the various links below the comments field, so that you will be able to participate at the discussion. And best if you can come to the masterclass to learn how to do this. Okay, we have it on the subscription link. Okay, not renewal link. The registration link is below. So you can go to the registration link and reserve a spot for the masterclass. Okay, so with that, these are the two stocks for today. Next week, maybe I'll talk about Tufu lah. Because I also want to keep this video straight, short, and concise, so that you take away the most important thing without me being too naggy on the video. So with that, remember to check out the comments field below, the videos are description below, so that you can get access to all the registration link. Okay, so till the next video, trade safe, have a nice day, bye bye.